Hi, my name is Raj Bhattacharya. I'm a media professional. I drive 20 kilometers every day, 6 days a week, and it takes me more than an hour to get to office.
I'm a school teacher and I have to drive 15 kilometers to school every day.
Like this, all of us have to go for a respected walk in the morning. We have to commute either 1 kilometers, 5 or 40 kilometers or more than that. We're concerned about how much time we are wasting, but at the same time, we have never thought of the amount of pollution our vehicles are causing and its harmful effects.
We in the transport department, we are doing various activities in order to check the pollution. So in order to do that, we also require a lot of help from the public also. So since that is not there, we are finding it a little difficult. If not, we are doing a lot of things like random checking of vehicles, emission testing, whether how they're checking their exhaust. So we do that with the help of our green brigade we have. So these green brigades, they roam around all around the city. So randomly they will just take any of the vehicles and test them, and they will be on spot, fine enough, they will be taking them. So in addition to this, we are also insisting all the auto rickshaws to go in for LPG. It is almost done. I think almost 95% of them have gone in for LPG. But there are some old vehicles which are not compatible for this LPG, so they are still using the old variety of motor is there.
There are some graphs which are maintained by KSPCB to check the level of pollution, but in most of the places, the level of pollution is more than the standard set.
But graph still it is a measure of the actual data what is being measured. So just by creating awareness in Bangalore, air pollution will not come down.
Humans are affected by the air pollution drastically, and this affects the monuments and especially the birds in the dense areas.
Well, Bangalore was considered as a pensioner's paradise some 30 years ago. People would come from various parts of the country to stay here, settle here and stay there. But now it has become a very difficult thing for the Bangaloreans to maintain health properly because of excess pollution. Pollution mainly causes lot of lung-related problems, especially either young children or aged people. It is, you get asthma, get wheezing problems, first of all. They are the related ones, they are lung-related ones. You get wheezings, you get coughs. And then, of course, there are other problems like visibility becomes very poor.
This person stands here for 10 hours a day. He doesn't drive anything, but he inhales huge amount of pollution, which is hazardous to his own health.
Causes bronchial asthma, increased respiratory allergies, skin-related problems to a large extent. The moment you talk about respiratory allergens, the first thing that comes to mind is bronchial asthma. Definitely causes an increased incidence of bronchial asthma.
The number of vehicles is increasing drastically in Bangalore. The total number of vehicles registered is around 40 lakhs. With this number of vehicles, the amount of air pollution is also increasing, and with it, the harmful diseases. The number of vehicles registered in Mumbai is around 170 lakhs and in Delhi is 112 lakhs. But in the past few years, reduction has been noticed in the level of pollution in these two cities. The reason being compressed natural gas.
उसको भी बहुत मार पड़ता है, ऑटो में नहीं आता है, रात में ऑटो तो के बस में जा रहा है। एक दिन में 1000 कमाई करता है, अभी 500 की तकलीफ है।
कभी 250, कभी 200, कभी 150 रुपये होती है। सीएनजी आया तो बेहतर होगा।
The pollution caused by natural gas is way less than the pollution by gasoline. And with it, if the car owners will buy CNG cars, for long-term purposes, it's going to be cheaper for them, as the consumption of any other fuel is much higher as compared to CNG. Along with that, for the people who commute by public transport, say buses or by auto rickshaws, it's going to be cheaper because the rate of the buses are going to come down drastically. So, will CNG be introduced in Bangalore?
Is building a pipeline Dabhol, Bangalore, GAIL is also building another pipeline from Kochi to Bangalore. And Reliance is building a pipeline from Kakinada to Chennai to Bangalore. I mean, if things work all right, then you would have gas in Bangalore from 3 different places.
The Petroleum and Oil Ministry says maybe we'll get a CNG in a year or so. But the big question is when CNG is going to come in reality. How much is it going to bring down the level of pollution? How many people are actually going to opt for CNG in their cars? How many people are going to start traveling by autos? And most of all, can this actually help Bangalore to be called the Garden City again?
धुआं 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 ही धुआं 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 ही धुआं